Tonight on an Excelsior Springs man just charged for the death of his son, who died 20 years after he was assaulted and severely injured as a baby. Olin Tannery pleaded guilty to attempted assault in the first degree for shaking and throwing his infant son back in 1998. It caused permanent brain damage. Dominick Pittsenbarger died on April 13th of this year. KCTV5's Emily Rittman explains how, after his death, a grand jury indicted his father.
According to these court records, a grand jury decided that Tannery should be charged with second-degree murder because he caused injuries in 1998 that ultimately led to Dominick's death 2 decades later. Back in February of 1998, investigators say Olin Tannery severely injured 6-week-old Dominick at a mobile home off Kearney Road in Excelsior Springs. The lot is now empty.
His mom went back to work, and his dad picked him up and threw him across the room because he couldn't get him to stop crying. And that changed his whole life.
In 1998, Children's Mercy doctors diagnosed Dominick with multiple rib fractures, a fracture of the vertebrae, and several head injuries consistent with shaken baby syndrome, which caused permanent brain damage.
He could never talk. He couldn't walk.
Investigators say Tannery admitted he squeezed, shook, and threw Dominick in 1998. In 2000, Tannery was sentenced to 13 years for the assault. After Dominick died in April of this year, evidence, including medical analysis, was presented to members of a grand jury who decided the injuries Tannery caused in 1998 caused Dominick's death this year. Yesterday, on October 30th, an indictment was filed.
Dominick was really sweet. He loved anything that made noise, like police cars or fire trucks.
Dominick's aunt says she and her family members miss him and wish he never had to endure the traumatic assault.
We all loved him like he was.
Tannery is in custody, being held on a $500,000 bond. He is expected to be back in court on Friday. Reporting from Clay County, Emily Rittman, KCTV5 News.
And now that the indictment is filed, prosecutors must prove the injuries from 1998 caused Dominick's death.